here we are with second method of solving quadratic equation, and the name of the method is completing square method. So for this completing square method, now we shall start with practice set 2.3. So here is the first example from practice set 2.3. Example is x square plus x minus 20 is equal to 0. Therefore, we'll start solving by shifting constant term from left hand side to right hand side. So here I have x square plus x. I have written as it is. I have shifted 20 to this side. X square plus x is equal to 20, and I have written this one as example number or equation number 1. So this is our equation number 1. Now the step 1 of solving this quadratic equation by completing square method is find out what is the coefficient of x. So what is the coefficient of x here? You can see here no coefficient. No coefficient means coefficient of x is 1. So here I have written coefficient of x as 1. Therefore, the term which is to be added to both sides of equation 1, the term which is to be added to both sides of equation 1 have been given by this formula. It is half of coefficient of x whole square. So we have to make half of whose half? Coefficient of x. What is the coefficient of x? It is 1. So half of coefficient of x as 1, half into 1 whole square. Half multiplied by 1 gives us half. And what is the square of half? Square of 1 is 1, square of 2 is 4. So it will be 1 upon 4. So we have to add 1 upon 4 to both sides of equation 1, which you people have already seen. So here I have x square plus x is equal to 20. It was our equation number 1. So I have to add 1 upon 4 to both sides. So here I have added 1 upon 4. So after adding them, now this side becomes complete square because our method's name is completing square. How to find the square? It is taking square root of first term, it is x. What is the square root of 1 upon 4? It is 1 upon 2. And take the sign of middle term. Middle term is plus. So it will be x plus 1 upon 2 whole square. Here it is 20 plus 1 upon 4. 20 do not have any denominator. That means it have 1 as the denominator. So here I have written 20 upon 1 plus 1 upon 4. Taking cross multiplication, 20 into 4, 80 plus 1 ones are 1 divided by 1 into 4 will give us 4. Therefore, x plus 1 upon 2 whole square is equal to, I'll just shift the page little up. So here it is x plus 1 upon 2 whole square is equal to 1 upon 2. X plus 1 upon 2 whole square is equal to 81 upon 4. Now 81 is the square of 9 and 4 is the square of 2. So here I have written x plus 1 upon 2 whole square is equal to 9 upon 2 bracket square. Now here both bracket are complete square. So after taking square roots, what we have, x plus 1 upon 2 is equal to square root of 9 upon 2 whole square will be plus or minus, because square of plus is plus and square of minus is also plus. So it will be plus or minus 9 upon 2. So that shows that either x plus 1 upon 2 is equal to plus 9 upon 2, or x plus 1 upon 2 is equal to minus 9 upon 2. Therefore, what will be x then? 9 upon 2 minus 1 upon 2, or x will be equal to minus 9 upon 2 minus 1 upon 2. Therefore, x is equal to, since these two numbers have common denominator 2, so I have taken 2 common, it will be subtraction of only numerator, so it will be 9 minus 1 upon 2, or x is equal to, same thing is here, common denominator 2, it will be whatever sum or difference of numerator, it is minus 1 minus 9, so x is equal to 9 minus 1, 8, x is equal to 8 upon 2, or x is equal to minus 9 minus 1, it will be minus 10 upon 2. Dividing 8 by 2, you will get x as 4, and dividing minus 10 by 2, you will get x as minus 5. Therefore, x is equal to 4 and x is equal to 5. These are the solutions of given quadratic equation by completing square method. Now we shall try for some other examples which are given in this particular exercise. Now we move towards example number 2 from completing square method. Example number 2 is x square plus 2x minus 5 is equal to 0. So what will be our first step? Shifting of constant term to right hand side. So here I have written x square plus 2x is equal to minus 5 have been shifted to this side. So this becomes plus 5. Now what is the coefficient of x? Here check the coefficient of x, it is 2. So coefficient of x which is equal to 2. Therefore, according to the completing square method rule, the term which is to be added to equation 1 is half of, whose half? Half of coefficient of x whole square. So it will be half of, what is the coefficient of x here? 2. Half of x which is 2, half of 2 whole square. Half of 2, so 2 will get cancelled, only 1 remain, so it will be 1 square. And what is the square of 1? 1. Therefore, adding 1, we have to add 1 to both sides of equation 1. So here it is. Now I have added in equation 1 only 1. We'll see the next step. Here it is now. So adding 1 to both sides of equation 1. X square plus 2x, here I have added 1, is equal to 5 plus 1. As I told you, this becomes a complete square. How to find the complete square? Taking square root of the first term. What is the square root of x square? X. What is the square root of 1? 1. And the sign of middle term in between. Middle term sign is plus here. So here I have written plus sign. So it will be x plus 1 whole square is equal to 5 plus 1 as 6. As x plus 1 whole square is the complete square, I will try to find whose complete square is 6. Here I have written 6 as under root 6 whole square, because 6 is not a perfect square. So under root 6 is nothing but square of under root 6 is under root 36, which is equal to 6. So after taking square root, what we have? X plus 1 is equal to either plus or minus under root 6. Therefore, x plus 1 is equal to plus root 6, or x plus 1 is equal to minus root 6. Therefore, what will be x then? Root 6, this plus 1 will be shifted to this side, becomes minus 1, or x is equal to minus root 6, shifting of plus 1 to this side will become minus 1. So solutions are under root 6 minus 1 or x is equal to minus under root 6 minus 1. But mathematical rule says that rational number should be written first and then irrational number. Minus 1 is a rational number, whereas under root 6 is an irrational number. So first of all, we have to write rational number. So your answer should be minus 1 plus root 6 or minus 1 minus root 6. Now, let us start with next example, which is example number 3. But there is only one minor change in this particular example that we'll see. The example is 9y square minus 12y plus 2 is equal to 0. So here the coefficient of first term, that means square term, coefficient of y square is 9. We don't want coefficient of first term or coefficient of square term as any other term more than 1. So for that purpose, I have divided every term by 9. So here it is 9y square upon 9 minus 12 upon 9 plus 2 upon 9 is equal to 0 upon 9. So after simplification, what you have? 9 here get cancelled. So now we have coefficient of first term or coefficient of square term as 1 minus 12 upon 9 after simplification becomes 4 upon 3 y plus 2 upon 9 is equal to 0 upon 9 will be 0. So here the equation is in our required form. Now next step will be shifting of the constant term. We have to shift 2 upon 9 to right hand side. Here it is now. Y square minus 4 upon 3y is equal to this plus 2 upon 9 will become minus 2 upon 9. Therefore, what is the coefficient of y now? Here it is minus 4 upon 3. Therefore, the term which is to be added in equation 1 will be half of coefficient of y whole square. So here it is half of, what is the coefficient of y? Just now it is given here minus 4 upon 3. So half of minus 4 upon 3. Multiplying numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator, what you have? 1 into minus 4, 2 3s are 6. So it will be minus 4 upon 6 whole square. Taking square on both sides, you have square of minus 4, 4 4s are 16, it is plus 16, and square of 6 is 36. So it will be 16 upon 36. But simplifying it, it becomes 4 upon 9. 4 4s are 36, 4 4s are 16, 4 9s are 36. Therefore, adding 4 upon 9 to both sides of equation 1. So what we get, so here we are once again adding 4 upon 9 to both sides of equation 1. So what we have? Y square minus 4 upon 3y plus 4 upon 9 is equal to minus 2 upon 9 plus, once again we have to add 4 upon 9 to this side. So as I already told you, this becomes a perfect square. Whose perfect square it will be? Taking square root of y as y, taking square root of 4 by 9 as 2 upon 3, and take only the sign of middle term. So it will be y minus 2 upon 3 whole square. Here to the right hand side, what you have? 9 as a common denominator. So taking 9 as a common denominator, you have to add or subtract numerator. What are the numerators? Minus 2 plus 4. So it will be y minus 2 upon 3 whole square is equal to minus 2 plus 4 becomes 2, so it will be 2 upon 9. As left hand side is a perfect square, y minus 2 upon 3 whole square, I have to write 2 upon 9 also as a perfect square. So for that purpose, I have taken 2 as under root 2 whole square and 9 as 3 square. So 2 upon 9 can be written as under root 2 upon 3 whole square. Taking square root on both the sides. So after taking square root on both the sides, what you have, y minus 2 upon 3 is equal to taking square root. So it will be plus or minus under root 2 upon 3. That means y minus 2 upon 3 is equal to plus under root 2 upon 3, or y minus 2 upon 3 is equal to minus under root 2 upon 3. Therefore, y is equal to plus under root 2 upon 3, shifting 2 upon 3 to that side, it becomes plus 2 upon 3. Similarly, or y is equal to minus under root 2 upon 3 plus 2 upon 3. Here, 3 is the common denominator, or denominators are same. So as the denominators are same, add numerators. So it will be plus root 2 plus 2 upon 3, or y is equal to minus root 2 plus 2 upon 3. But as you people have already studied in 9th standard that rational and irrational numbers arrangement. First of all, write the rational number 2 and then write irrational number. So it will be 2 plus root 2 upon 3. Here it will be 2 minus root 2 upon 3. These are the solutions of given quadratic equation by completing square method.